I've got 6 gifts for gardeners today on Pots and Trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and King Seeds. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, it's that time of the year when you're buying presents for friends and family. And if you've got some gardening friends and you want some last minute ideas what to buy them, I've got 6 ideas that I think any gardener would really welcome, depending on your budget, of course. So, starting off, a great thing, all gardeners love seeds, and if you've got a friend that loves their flower or vegetable garden, then why not get them a seed catalogue, or better still, get them some seeds that they can be sowing and growing in their garden in 2025. The other thing you could get is a propagator, because people struggle to grow their seeds and how to germinate them, or they don't always have space. But this sort of propagator, they're really inexpensive. You know, you can get this sort of thing for less than £20. It's got a built-in soil warming element in there. So you simply put that on a bright windowsill, plug it in, and it will just give that little bit of gentle heat, which is ideal for germinating seeds and for rooting cuttings on your windowsill. Something else that I think is great and very easy is to get them some feed, either a granular feed or some liquid feed that they can use in the garden to feed all their plants in containers, tomatoes through the summer, hanging baskets, even house plants. So some liquid feed is really easy to sort out. Something a little bit bigger, if you want to, then gardening tools and equipment, and I'm gradually going over to everything being battery powered for the simple reason they're light, they're not using any petrol in there, so they're good for the environment, and if you buy them from the same range, the batteries are transferable. So this hedge cutter is what I use all the time, and it makes a great job cutting the hedge, and when I've finished I just charge the batteries for an hour, pop them in, and we're ready to go. Also, secateurs are a must in the garden, and if you've got friends that are keen gardeners, they've probably already got a pair of secateurs, so you can't buy them. So these are probably a gift that you'd buy to somebody that hasn't got a good pair, and get them a good quality one. A good quality pair will last for years and years and years, as long as you keep them sharp. So buy them either secateurs, if they've already got them, buy them a sharpener. And these diamond tip sharpeners, which are not expensive to buy at all, are perfect. Put that in a card and put it in the post. Great stocking filler, and you use them simply just to hone that edge on the blade so that we keep that lovely sharp edge, which will make your pruning so much easier, and it will make a really clean cut on whatever you're pruning. So sharpeners are good. And finally, I think we ought to look at something that is actually growing and living, and house plants are really popular at the moment. Lots of people are growing them, so buy a house plant. Now think about the person that you're buying it for. If it's somebody that is one of those people that say, I kill house plants, or I'm not very good with house plants, buy them something that is really easy to look after. Don't give them too much of a challenge. It's all about building up confidence, and if they can keep that alive, then they can move on to different types of plants. So, a bit old-fashioned in a way, but this is still a great plant. This is the spider plant, the chlorophytum, pretty indestructible. It doesn't mind if it's in bright light, dull light, it can be allowed to dry out, it will stand being overwatered for a while. It's one that you can neglect a little bit, and it has the added advantage that when it fills out, like this one, which is a couple of years old, it will produce these stems here, these runners, which have babies on there, these little plants that you just simply snap those off, stick them in a small pot of compost, and you've got a plant. So it's one of those plants that once you've got it forever. But if you want something that's a little more ambitious for the friend of yours that loves their house plants, this I think is a little bit different, isn't it? This is the Allett. It's a tropical plant grown for its foliage. and it's got these beautiful sort of heart shape or arrow shaped glossy dark green leaves. Absolutely beautiful. But the thing I like this is its structure and its shape. And look at these beautiful leaf stalks here. They've got this pattern almost like a snake skin or a zebra skin on there. So really quite a stunning specimen plant for the house. Needs a little bit more care than the spider plant. So this needs obviously warmth through the winter months. So it needs to be in a warm room. Doesn't mind good light. In fact, it needs good light, but not direct sunlight on it, certainly through the summer months. It needs that little bit of sort of dapple shade jungle feel to it. And as long as you keep it moist and fed through the summer months, it will absolutely be fine and flourish. So something just that little bit different. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels, and remember, if you can't get out in the garden, why not sit and have a look through some of our old videos on YouTube. There's all sorts there, and we'll be carrying on, of course, with videos every week right the way through the winter months, along with our weekly podcasts, which you can get from your normal provider. So we'll be back again with you next week, so hopefully see you then. Bye.